Guys, what's going on? So, I'm married. My wife, she's been on some of my videos in the channel. And if I could save you guys a lot of time, one tip that I would say to look for, one thing to keep in mind while you're dating with the purpose of either someone becoming your spouse or dating for a serious relationship and then eventually going to the spouse level, I would definitely say to watch the patterns that you're noticing because on either sides, you watching this video or your partner, they're gonna continue once you guys get married. In fact, they're gonna get enhanced. So if there's certain things you see while you're dating that you really don't like, if it's not something you can work through and you're like, you know what? Once we get married, it'll get better. No, it'll get worse before it gets better. But make sure it's something that you're able to deal with, something that you're able to tolerate, to resolve, to handle. Meaning, for example, let's say that when you guys have fights, she takes plates and she throws plates, you know what I'm saying? Or if you're a guy, when you guys have fights that you punch a hole through the wall, hey, when you get married, it's not getting easier, brother. You might punch a holes through all the walls in the house. Not speaking from experience, just being funny. Nah, seriously. But I'm just telling you guys, just keep that in mind because I feel like I used to have this notion when I was dating of, you know what? Well, these certain things, once we get married, it'll go away, all right? It'll get better once we're married. It's just, I don't know where that comes from, but that is not the case. So I just want to assure you guys, whatever you guys see that you guys don't like, if you guys notice anything, keep in mind that it's going to get worse. But of course, it doesn't mean it's game over, right? If it's the person God has for you, you can work through that because you're both going to have your trauma you're bringing from your past relationships, your whoever knows where you got it from in life. And it's something that you guys can resolve, you guys can grow together with, you know what I'm saying? But all I will say is just make sure you're aware of that because I think having awareness and being prepared for something is way different from being blindsided and being like, whoa, I didn't think it was going to be like this. It's like you have a false reality, a false idea of what it's really going to end up being. So just have the right mindset, be aware that those patterns, those things that you see right now, when you get married, they will get worse. And the reason I say so is because in marriage, there's more pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys make this decision, through sickness and health, all these things, it's going to be tested. It's almost like a rule in life that I found. I don't know if you guys agree. Myron even talks about Smart and Golden, that how like after intention is disruption, like you set out to do this thing, I'm going to be the best, whatever it is in the world. And the next day is like the hardest day you've had. Or you're like, I'm gonna stop watching the P word. That's something I used to always say. And the next day, right after I say it, I literally like some of the worst temptations. So I do notice there is this trend in life that I find to be true, to where when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm tested based on my words. And now when you guys make a commitment, make a covenant, of course it's gonna be tested. And I think that's the reason that there's these vows that are supposed to be really powerful to keep something in mind when you guys go through these tests and trials. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. I just want to help you guys not be blindsided, help you guys not feel like all hope is lost. If you at least know that what you're going into, that things are going to get worse, but it's not the end of the road. There is light at the end of the tunnel, but you do have to work through those seasons, work through those problems that you guys both have, because no one's innocent out here, you know what I'm saying? Both people are going to bring things from previous lives, meaning marriages and stuff, not lives, but previous situations into their current situation. So y'all stay blessed, y'all take it easy, and hopefully you guys are encouraged and just keep moving forward. If you're in a relationship right now, I'd say honestly sit down and address it. Look at it, pray to God. If it is from God, move through with confidence, you know what I'm saying? But just be more prepared. If it's not from God, quit playing yourself. I'm telling you, oh my goodness, if it's not from God, please do not play yourself. Because if it's not from God, like, I firmly believe that you're not going to be fully equipped for what it is. Because here's how I see things, and you guys can agree with me here or disagree. That's fine, but this is my opinion, right? I truly believe that when it comes to what the Bible says, like how Eve was made from Adam's rib, I truly do believe that there is someone, or maybe if not even someone, there is a group of people for you. I don't think you're for everyone. Everyone's not for you. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when you walk out into the world with the best version of yourself, you're truthful with who you are in your fullness. That doesn't mean you're just a complete butthole. You still have to keep on improving in life, but you don't fake things. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if you like anime, if you like drawing, if you like certain things, you don't try to act like that's not you, because the last thing you want to do is be in a relationship with someone who doesn't even know who you are. The passions you have, the things that drive you. If you love working, you act like you're a guy that doesn't, just because she doesn't like a guy that loves working, now you act like you don't like working, bro. It's all fun and games when you're dating, but when you get married, bro, you're gonna end up resenting her. Trust me, bro. Like anything that makes you feel less of yourself, and you're not exactly sure, why you ended up doing this, because this, bro, it's never worth it. If you ever end up making a decision to be with someone and you're with that certain someone and you gave them a fake element of yourself and now you want to be your real self, you're going to feel like they're the reason you can't be yourself, and you never want that. So please, guys, I would definitely say if it's someone who God has for you, they're meant for you. And if it's not, it's not. Why would you want to have what's not for you? You know what I'm saying? That's just a game I had to learn when I was dating, because I remember being in relationships to where I would shut off certain parts of myself. And yes, I could get the women, but it's like, but for what? Yes, I would get the dates, but for what? I'll be like another version of myself. But the best dates, the best relationships I've had, even while I love this marriage so much, is I'm able to really be myself. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't mean that you're never gonna have anyone give you crap for being yourself, but you gotta hold your ground. And what's for you is what's for you. What's for you and what's not for you is not for you. And at the end of the day, that's how it is. Be free. Don't put yourself in a cage and bondage for marriage, you know what I'm saying? For the wrong person. Be with the person God has for you. So share a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of wisdom I've learned from my experience, from my also experience of other people as well. Because I think not only should you learn from yourself, but learn from other people's mistakes too. So hopefully you guys can do that. Learn from a lot of mistakes that I've had in a lot of dates. I told you guys another story, being spit on, all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, I've been through a lot of stuff for sure. So hopefully you guys are blessed. Hopefully you guys take it easy, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or morning or night, whatever it is. So peace.